So Katie, you said you've been farming since you were 16?
Mm-hmm. So I took an agri-science class because my best friend asked me to take it with her, and I was like, no, I'm not going to be about this.
What were you interested in then?
Getting out of Alabama. And then I took the class, and I loved it, and I had internships that summer, so I applied. From like the point of stepping on that farm, I started identifying as a farmer. Then I worked at Jones Valley for 4 summers. I chose a college with a student garden, and it also like fomented my ideas about like social justice, even though maybe like what I was doing at Jones Valley wasn't like directly connected to my beliefs around social justice. It got me thinking when about like food access and food security. It also, I hated Alabama, and then it made me like feel reconnected to the land. I hated my body, and it helped me feel reconnected to my body. I feel like most myself when I'm farming, when I'm dirty. And I like when I sit down to think about being something else, it's like I can't actually imagine being anything, even though I'm in grad school to be a counselor. So that might be a waste of money. Even though I went to college, I think I struggled to do something like that we call like professional, because then I feel like I'm further distancing myself from my family. And so maybe it's not wise for me to continue farming because I'm not making any money and I'm racking up student debt still, but it's the only thing that feels right for me. But I've made so many great relationships here that it's like makes me really sad if I were like to imagine to leave. Because it's such a wonderful place that people like have so many like wrong ideas about.
Part of the reason we want to get out of New York is just that it feels like everybody has the same opinions, and it's, whether you agree with them or not is kind of beside the point. But there is like a perspective about the South just in general, like it's all lumped together and it's all one type of way.
I remember my teacher from agri-science in high school, like when I was getting ready to move to Vermont for college, she was like, you have to come back. You're a good one, you can't leave. And so I had this idea in my head that I was gonna come back like after seeing other parts of the United States and experiencing like liberal spaces, that I could save Alabama. I think it's a little bit of both, because I think it's important for us to leave, but it's also like really important to remember that so much radical social movements started here in Alabama and in the South, and to think that you have to leave in order to like make really radical change here is, I think, wrong. I think it's great to carry pride for being from Alabama or from the South when you move away, but to humble yourself when you move back and know that so much has happened since you were gone, and try to find the best way to like plug into that instead of like starting over or something.
I mean, I had a similar perspective in terms of like traveling internationally, and you think that you're going to gain so much from that, and you do in certain respects, but a lot of what it teaches you is how important your home is to you.